sharing their wisdom. Thank you. And thank you for the leadership team, the hosting team, and everyone behind. Thank you for all the hard work. And this event would not be possible without you. And all the attendees here today, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we have a really great speaker tonight. He is humble. I would like to share a bit of story that I heard before introducing this speaker. I assume most of us finished high school or a college, undergraduate. So we are familiar with exams, right? You know how when we are in school, we need to pass these exams. We used to have a syllabus where you prepare whole year. You need to read from a book, and we know what kind of questions would come up. Like they say important questions, right? But even then, not everyone would get a 100 mark in that exam. Most people would fail. But when we consider life as opposed to school, most people don't know what the syllabus is. Most people don't know what a book is. We don't know where to read or how to prepare for the exam that life would give us. When I was introducing the speaker, I just wanted to discuss this small story because one of the motivations that I got started in this spiritual path is meditation prepares you for the exam of life. That's what I really believe. And the great speaker that I was speaking about is Srinivas SK, a human, a student of life who is writing and wrote an exam on life and waiting for the results. And he does say that there are no big things about him, but I truly believe he has a wealth of information to share on the topic, benefits of meditation and attending spiritual workshops. Without further ado, please help me welcome Master Srinivas Kosuri. Stage is yours, Master.
Namaskaram. Thank you very much. I think it's a kind of a little bit more about me, but I'm just a simple guy, and without any further the delay, let's get into before I start, Jai Gurudatta, Jai Vikanasa Mahamani, and salutations to all Guru Parampara, and salutations to Prabodhji and Patriji. I'm just a media, it's actually through me, it's actually coming from the above Almighty's, to share a few of the aspects of the benefits that one could glean out of the meditation. This, I would like to, the way I want to just choreograph the discussion is, I'll first half, I'll just share my thoughts, and second half, which even better one is, I'll ask so many masters here, who can share their benefits as well, so that it resonates better, and you'll have a good takeaways from this discussion. The benefits of discussion, the way I'm not going to lecture about, the benefits and, like you'll get this, you'll get that. And I'm going to share a little bit of a self story. Like I promise that I won't bore you with this, but there's a kind of this one, I got into it. I got into this aspect of it because most of our life stories are kind of almost similar, like, right? That's the reason why we are actually, sharing the same forum here. Like, we want to meditate, and we want to know the benefits of the meditation and what it gives to us, and what we give it to the world, and what is it in it, and how we can get better. That's the thought that provoked you, and the thought which dragged you to this place means you already taken one step towards to become better, which is really, we got to applaud ourselves on that one. Give yourself a big clap on this one. Like, trust me on this, right? So the story is like, when I was in 5th grade, I remember that, something, that's when, I first started into this kind of a meditation without knowing what it is. And I pulled a book from my dad's shelf, like yoga. And I was kind of just doing that. And, at the time, I used to question myself, like, why was I even born? Like, what is the purpose of my life? And with that little brain, like, when I was actually asking, like, the elders, they used to say, like, hey, first of all, you go ahead and do your studies and everything. And then I said, like, okay, I kept this within myself and say, like, hey, that question never left me, and that never gave me any answer, like, during my adolescent as well, like, as and when I was actually growing. And that quest kept on happening. And the reason, what am I doing here, like, and during, so like, while I was actually growing, I kind of learned, I kind of gained some of the vasanas, like, a little bit of a character, like, sometimes I talk less, and sometimes, when I talk, I talk at a place like when I should not be talking and what I should be talking. All these things were actually happening. Then again, I used to come back and say, after that episode has happened, like, I used to come back and say, why did I talk that way? Like, I was not that. Because I was being all along shy, the lot of pressure accumulated inside me, not sharing the things with coolness, and it kind of, sometimes it used to get bursted, like, right? So these are all things that were actually happening. And then I later noticed, like, hey, why is it happening, and why does it happen to me only? So this is a kind of a self question, like, sometimes always I've been very judgmental, like, and when I stand in front of a person, when I'm actually talking, I used to judge the person in front of me, and without listening to what he or she is actually saying. Like, I used to just hear but not listen, not an active listening. Like, so see, this is the character I was kind of building for myself, like, and then I was never happy, not that happy. And it didn't come back to my notice that I seldom smile. My daughter, when she was actually 5-year-old, she was asking my wife, like, why dad don't smile at all? Why is it not bubbly? Why is it not jovial? Then it was a slap on my face. Like, even a small kid is actually noticing my character, like, why am I like this? Right? And then I said, like, okay, what am I doing to the people around me? And always I'm being judgmental. Oh, you didn't do this, didn't do this. I didn't do this. Being tough on myself and also on others, like, never been appreciative of others, like, and what their hard work and all. Even though my daughter used to come up with all the straight A's and everything, like, right? Hey, you got 96. What happened to those 4 marks? Never appreciated her, like, and these are all the things that were actually happening in the journey of my life. And always the quest, like, hey, how can I get better? How can I get better? Like, and then and you know, like, I'm very emotional towards my patients, parents. Like, you know, I love them to the core. And few episodes have happened, you know, like their health and all the stuff. Right now, they reached their almighty a few years back, and again, I became into the shell. Like, I went back into my shell because of all that. So judgmental, and always the murmuring used to happen in my brain. Like, you know, my brain was never silent, always thinking, and a lot of procrastinations, right? Because of this, hey, when your upper chamber is totally busy, what happens, like, to your to-do list? We can just imagine, right? And along with this, and I tried, and okay, let me go ahead and just say, like, hey, to calm myself. Like, okay, I got into yoga nidra, meditation, and so many things. Like, you know, because my mind was not calm, whatever was actually getting into, whatever I'm actually learning it's not getting digested. Okay, sit there and close your eyes, follow your breath. Okay, follow your breath. Again, the monkey used to come, the tailless monkey, you know, the manas, the chitta, you know, like, it used to wander everything, and I was not able to control it. Like, and if I go out, you know, there are so many workshops and all. We go there, you know, we pay a lot of stuff, and, you know, go there and sit in asanas and very nice air conditioned, you know, places and all. They say, like, hey, close your eyes, and they give the piece of instructions, and you do follow that. And after you come back home again, because of the not being perseverant, and please underline these things, like, you know, like, just remember all of these traits of mine, what I'm actually shaping myself into. And okay, again, it's the tail of the dog is, you know, like, even you straighten it up, it'll come back in its own way. Like, that's how my buddhi used to be. Like, okay, I went and came back, and again, after a few months, there is another flyer. Okay, let me go there and see that. Okay, I kind of tasted all of those, but still, it's same me. Like, it's nothing. There is no change at all in any of those. That's me. Like, I'm not saying like it happens to others, but Sudarsani Kriya and everything and all that stuff, very good. And after, there was maybe a little changes, but, you know, like, not no phenomenal. Like, I was actually, till that time, I was actually looking out only, and I was thinking, like, hey, I'm actually improving myself, right? And a little episode happened with my very, very dear kids and kins, like, right? That gave me, I was not, when that is actually happening, like, I was not being myself. So then that is another slap on my face. Hey, what's happening? Like, it is not you. What are you doing now? Then I said, like, then something serious, like, it is not outside, it is inside. It's within me, like, something, there is some serious thing that is going on, you know, like, I need to introspect myself. Like, then luckily I stumbled into, you know, Prabodh. I just picked up there was not even a flyer. It was almost, I'm a T4 student, you know, like, I joined in T4 after I talked to Prabodh before, 1 year before. There is another procrastination down there, right? And I said, like, then I said, like, okay, enough of this. Let me join. Like, okay, I joined that. Then I said, like, in the first class itself, we were taught, like, close your eyes, get into the thoughtless stage. Like, I tried. By the end of the session, like, right, then I could able to go closer to that. Then I observed, why am I biting all my jaws? Like, that's been there for the last 10 years. Then I noticed I've been biting my jaws, like, and why am I busy? Like, why am I judging everyone? Like, even in the thoughtless stage, like I'm judging everyone around them. Why is this like, why are they closing their, the one, why is he like that? When I'm not being, putting my brain to silent, like put a pause to the thoughts, even judging others. So then I thought like, okay, the techniques that were given, just go to the thoughtless stage, right? And there are a few techniques that were given, and the first I could able to get to the calmness. There's a 41 day course that I attended, like, and even like, I'm not saying like I got better at everything. I'm just a student, like I'm learning, like every day is a kind of a new learning for me. And I used to worry about a past a lot. Why it happened. I'm not thinking that anymore. That happened for a specific reason, like. And with this, I'm slightly digressing, but not digressing. That kudos should be going to the team, to the swadhyaya that we have every night. And after this one, right, my nights are more productive than the days. Let me a lot of learning, like during that space, like so many masters, like they share their thoughts, and like somewhere or the other, like someone is saying like, hey, I should have said that I was in that situation, like, right? Yeah, what did they do? So we can learn through others' experience as well, and we can tune ourselves a lot better and for the greater good. Then somewhere I read, like, 2 years back, like, hey, if you change yourself, the whole world will change. Come on, how is this possible? Like, hey, this how many of us, like, always used to crib like, hey, this company is like this. I mean, company is like this, right? When something happens, this is how they work function here, like, they always used to crib like, after this I said like, hey, company is us, right? If we change ourselves, if we do our stuff, like, everything will set right. Don't even say a thing like, hey, company is all this. No, it's not that. First do your bit, everything will be fall in place. So there's some kind of a transformational, little transformations happening, like based upon I'm kind of unwinding some of those vasanas that I was kind of smearing on myself for a long time. And like me being a nutcase in the past, like, totally a nutcase, done wrong things and mistakes and all that stuff. Now everything was actually surfacing out, like, once I started getting into the meditative state, right? All those things were actually coming up and even disturbing me. Like, then I jumped into say like, hey, why is this happening? This forum, right? This is an open forum. Like, there's a lot of guidance that happens. And the answer that we got was, hey, let them come out. That's how it's a kind of a detox to your, you got to let it out. Like, they got to go out. And then that's when the heart gets lightened and you get eased up, and this upper chamber gets lightened up, so that the new thing you can embrace and get the new things let in. And then I started kind of in this introspection, right? Started knowing myself a little better, and what mistakes I've been doing. Now, first time I noticed my daughter, hey, Dad, why are you smiling? That was kind of a little, I don't know like how to say that, but that's a phenomenal change. That took me how many years? 13 years. 13 years. I didn't know like why I didn't come across through this kind of stuff 13 years back. I would have been a lot better to my daughter and my son and my family. Right. Most of you are actually young, and see, once we identify, hey, we need to change, it's never ever late. Just identify it, right? Acknowledge it, and put some measures. And if you need some help, ask the help, and try to evolve yourself into a better human. right? And this this thing kind of resonates to me, like, all of these things could able to happen by the silence. Silence is the biggest gift, like, there is a silence, communication through silence also is very effective, like, so the way we speak, right? Earlier I used to speak just like that, means it used to flow like that, like, but later on I used to repent. Hey, why did I speak that way? Then there is one of the exercises, consciousness towards your what you speak, like, right? Be aware of yourself. Like, the awareness brought me into like more conscious, to be more conscious about what's coming out of my lips, what is coming out of me, like. And there are all of these, there are multiple techniques. It's not one or two, like, to make step-by-step articulated, well-articulated techniques that was laid, in this 41 days, kind of it opens up your thought process, and and thought process outside as well as inside, right? To find yourself, because you are the best. Your problems only you can solve. There won't be any kind of a force or any thing that will come out from outside and one day, hey, next day everything will be hunky-dory. No, you have to know yourself, and you have to see through yourself, and you need to solve yourself. Like, that's when the transformation happens. It's not a easy go, but these techniques will get you there. And the best way is, I don't know how many of you are actually in Telugu, but I can translate it. These 4 lines kind of resonates me every day, like, Mataloni maunam, ధ్యాసలోని శూన్యం, దాని పేరే ధ్యానం, శ్వాసయే మార్గం. This is the fundamental aspect of the whole meditation, like calmness, and empty your mind, and that's what get into a thoughtless stage and follow your breath. Yes, it is easy as it sounds, but through practice and being in the aura of all the like-minded people, right? Your team can get you there easily. It's not a easy journey. You got to harden yourself, but the journey becomes more pleasant and happy with satsang, like with your team, and with their learnings, and what their experiences are. It also sometimes it motivates you also, like, it's hey, when other people are actually getting this, okay, let me try this. I'm not doing this. Earlier I used to lie down. Sometimes I do still lie down, and then I used to feel guilty also, like, hey, I'm doing that. Other people are actually not laying down. I'm actually laying down. That's fine. Like, okay, they are themselves, and I am myself. Like, okay, everyone has got its own pace, but I'm not giving up. I'm not surrendering myself to that. Like, it means one day I will get there. That's the kind of mentality that I'm actually having. I'm actually going through that. Like, yeah, I may not be 100% perfect right now, but I'll get there. So that's the mindset that I'm actually having right now. So and the benefits, like, right, when you put your mind to rest, and that's when the inner noise calms down, that's when you're actually giving an opportunity to the outside world and the people around you to listen to what they're actually saying. So that way, when they know that you're actually listening, half of the score is towards your side, like, okay, hey, this guy is actually listening to us. They feel happy, like, okay, they're willing to share then the transformation happened, then the better relationships, right? So and also like and one more thing, like regarding the health, I'm not claiming anything, and it's I mean, every person is actually different. My blood levels, the blood report before and after, I've seen myself a difference, good difference. People were telling before that, and in the one, but I never said like, hey, how can this happen? And I saw for myself, like some of the figures that are kind of elevated for the last 6-7 years without me taking any medication. I don't take any medication. Like without me taking any medication, that has come down. I was kind of surprised by myself too. Like, and most importantly, what you are, what you take. This is another thing. Like, so the practice, I'm a born vegetarian. At times, like I take eggs. I used to take eggs and all. But after this, even I kind of got away from that too. Like, I've been very cautious about not eating the eggs. Like, and they say for the garlic and all that stuff, but that's a different aspect of it. And there is an energy to each and every thing that we intake, right? We don't the pranic energy. The one of the learnings that I've taken out of this is eat fresh food, because there is a pranic energy inside. The positive energy should go in for you to be reflect that outside, right? And the way we are being in energy bodies, right? Like there is a physical body, and also like there is an energy body. The good thing about the yoga is energy body, it tackles at the energy body. Whenever there are actually blocks, that's where it gets removed. Then it gets manifested into the physical body. If you don't do that, means if you don't remove those blocks, like that gets manifested as a disease, right? So the allopathy and all, the medicine and all that we take, that is actually treating the physical body. But whereas this, it tries from the energy body as well, like from there as well, meaning it is actually getting to the roots, starting, it'll be touching the roots. There are many studies and all that stuff, like, which were phenomenal, that showed some good results as well there. But doing meditation wouldn't harm, you only get the benefits. Like, I'm not saying like this will solve all the problems in the world and all that stuff. I'm not watching for that, but it gets better. And also like some of the bad habits, and I think we can say bye-bye to all of most of them and all of them as well. Like it depends upon how disciplined we are towards that. And I keep watching the movies. Like I have once I glued to it, I'm glued to it. Like I used to go till 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock and all. Thanks to this meditation, it is actually we started in the night. We started around 11:30. After 11, after I joined this, I'm not going near that one. And there is one good thing also. Like I recently, after trying, I got into a meditative state when I was actually while watching the movie. So there are a few techniques for that too. Like, so the meditation is all over, like, when you're being present to the situation, and when you are actually, when you're being in whatever you're doing, there is a shraddha, right? And you wake up with a positive, on a positive note, and affirmation every day, so that the whole day will be in the positive side. Like, and even though, like even though you see the, little ups and downs, will not affect you much. So we'll get to that state. So by in the last half an hour, what I've been saying is, the my journey and some of the benefits what I have reaping out of it even now. It's every day is a journey, like, now we're at a state, like we'll come to a state, like after being so self-aware, before saying something wrong that I should not be saying, like I'm actually catching myself, like. So it's a kind of an evolving, and it's a kind of a journey towards being there. And when we're actually doing the meditation with a lot of positiveness, with it will be changing the entire ambience, like in the entire surroundings. What I mean by that is, if me being there in a group of people earlier and me being now between the group of people now, that dynamics have changed. What did I change? Did I change them? No, I changed myself. If there are so many people like this, right? Means if we all multiply ourselves with these techniques and all, and just see the magnification of that, how it vibrates, and like it spreads, that positive aura spreads all along, like around us, how much bigger influence we could be to the others, right? If the day will come, like when every one of us would be Gudakeshas, and the world will be having a better world. Like, let's hope for that, and let's pray that we all have we all give the brighter and the pleasant the place for our kids to enjoy, and we'll be shaping them up in a better way by transforming ourselves, like, because they go by an example, right? So and also, like sankalpa bala, also, like like when the procrastination is actually coming down. I'm not saying like it has gone away completely, but I'm working on that. And the procrastination, like when yes, I want to do this, yes, I'll do it. I'm at a point like that, like. So these are all the things, like where just a breath changed all of this. Yes. And thoughtless stage and everything, like, see, that's then I was actually telling my mom, I think 2 years back, like just follow the breath. Breath is, everything is there in the breath. That's when, like 1 year back, it's 1 year back, that's when I kind of understood the importance of the breath. All along I've been saying what other people are saying, but this is last year only, like just I kind of felt that, let me put it that way, the calmness and the way you approach everything changes, like breath is everything, and the techniques are these are all the distilled techniques by Prabodhji, like and it's a kind of a step by step, and that gets shared in the duration of the 41, and there is a lot of meditations and like guided meditations, and if you are stuck anywhere, you have the people around you. There is a good hand when you need them, like and support at the back. So thanks to all masters, like, and who guided me, and like who are in fact, like every master is a guide, like, I mean, it's a kind of a wonderful experience, guys. Like I hope yeah, I think I took more than I should have. Now I kind of invite my fellow masters to share few of their wisdoms too, like Maniji, I think I need your help here, like because I want everyone to hear from the other's perspective also, like I kind of scratched the surface with my little experience, but please I want the golden nuggets to come out of all the masters too, like.
Absolutely, Master. And you're not over time. We still have we are good to go till 7:30, but most of the sessions will go till 7 a.m. IST.
Yep.
And that was a wonderful session, Master. I loved the whole speech. It was very humble. There is no exaggeration whatsoever. You were sincere. Everything was, it resonated deeply with me because my journey was something similar. I used to be really optimistic when I was really young, but as I graduated high school, maybe it's the results, maybe it's the people that I met, I started to become pessimistic. I I used to smile a lot when I was younger, but as soon as I was in my undergraduate, I was complaining for everything. I used to complain that life is hard and uh, there are a lot of challenges. I used to be this sad person, which is totally not me. But when I started this on the spiritual journey, when I look back now, it's a completely different person. So there are a lot of parallels. I'm sure other people have seen it too, because the difference is not just 1% or 2%. It's like a 180-degree shift for most people that uh, comes to this path, and especially Gudakesha, which is, I believe, everyone wants to go to the top of the mountain, that Turiya state or that Samadhi state or enlightenment. And like you said, there are so many paths that we could take. But Gudakesha, I believe it's one of the fastest ways to get there. And the techniques that we use, the wisdom that our Grand Master Prabodh provides is top notch. Is that's not that doesn't come from 20 years. I believe he draws that wealth of wisdom from all his past lives. That's what I truly believe. And everyone should experience that for themselves. Because I saw a tremendous increase in my happiness. I don't feel bad about my past, not anymore. I used to worry about my past and imagining things about future. My expectations used to be high, and I don't say we shouldn't have goals, but right now I'm at a state that I used to be super optimistic, which is not the place to be. I believe we need to be a rational optimist. We should still be realist, and meditation gave me that. Um, and the Nadi Mandala Shuddhi that you mentioned, the clearing of blocks, my health, I used to get sick at least once or twice a month. Just 2 years ago, my health used to be really bad. And I am happy to say that the last time that I got sick was before starting my spiritual journey. I mean, really sick. There is a bit of cold here and there, but nothing major. My health um, significantly improved, and my habits too. The willpower that you said, the Sankalpa Shakti, um, the procrastination, I'm in the same place where you are. I can still choose to do all the bad habits that I had were gone as well. I was a night owl as well. I used to sleep anywhere between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. and my nights are significantly productive. Um, One thing that resonated deeply with your message is we are never late to change. I see that especially with my cousins who are in their mid 30s, and they say when I speak to them, they say, "Oh, I'm too old for this. I don't think I can change my ways now." But I want to show this talk to them, and a 13-year transformation is wonderful because when you know you're digging your hole, when you're in a pit, the first thing you should do is stop digging. And that's what you did. Acknowledge and see that there is a problem and find ways to fix it. That is wonderful, Master. And silence is absolutely the best. The breath is always the best, observing that breath. But what really helped me is I have been meditating for a little bit before coming to Gudakesha, but the swadhyaya, the type of support that we get from our primary leaders, golden leaders, or diamond leaders, even the Grandmaster Prabodh himself is on a different level, the Sajjana Sangatya and the wisdom he shares, and a new task every single day, whether it's food meditation, walking meditation, movie meditation, like you mentioned, and Nadi Mandala Shuddhi, energy ball meditation, observing your words. These all make a tremendous difference in that journey. I think it accelerates the time it takes would be to reach those states will be dramatically low compared to other programs that I've seen my friends or who are on the same path. When I share my experiences with them, like you said, everyone experiences their spiritual journey differently. The benefits we see or the experiences that we get are completely different. And when I share my experiences with them, they are really surprised. You started meditating 6 months ago. How come we've been meditating for 6 years now? We haven't experienced any of this. And they're really surprised. And I think Grandmaster Prabodh has a lot to do with this. Of course, we ourselves, we need to show that Shraddha and show up and learn the techniques. But Gudakesha has been a wonderful, it's been a game changer for me. And I strongly encourage others to try that as well, because everyone's experience is different and you will never be the same after those 41 days. Thank you, Master. And please, if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself or raise your hand, then we will unmute yourself and you can share your experiences and you can ask any questions that you have.
Yeah, that was wonderful, Money Master. And one thing is, life is very simple. Let's not make it complicated. Very, very simple life is. Let's not make it complicated at all. Just give some love to others. It'll come back. Whatever you give, it'll come back. Let's give something really good to others. That's what the purpose of life is. This life is not meant for this body alone. This is meant for others. We are different than the animals. The one of the main differentiators between us and them is the vaku and the evolved brain and the spinal cord, erected spinal cord, means straight spinal cord, like, right? We got to make use of these three to our advantage. That's what the Gudakesha, like they also say, like, okay, sit straight and meditate so that you can receive the cosmic energy, like this one. And empty your, get to the thoughtless stage and to know yourself better, right? And walk suddhi, like walk suddhi, and be aware of what you say, be aware of your actions, and don't give a control to your subconscious mind. Like you should take control over it. Like you should master that. That's the real human being to me. Like, then after this, I've been thinking, like, I was born then, all along, I'm just behaving like an animal. I don't see a major difference between me and them. Like, so the human life is very great. Like, we need to live to the fullest, and this will give the full meaning of us. Like, these sessions will make us aware. I started taking actions more consciously. Like, at least this put me into the path. I'm trying to take the decisions very consciously, and I'm being more appreciative of the others. And the whole dimension has changed. So life is simple. Don't make it complicated. Be nice to the other people. They'll be nice to you. And if they are not, okay, that's also fine. Smile to them. Like, one day they'll come back. Right? Yeah, I think with this, just any questions, feel free to just, no question is a wrong question. Like, just express yourself. Pick up the mic and just unmute yourself and just share. Just share. Feel like, listen to your heart.
Dr. Jayashree Master, you can share your feedback or ask a question. Or we have another hand raise, Ashok K. Master, you can unmute yourself if you have any.
Myself, Ashok. Hi, Morning Master, and hi, Srinivas Master. Yeah, I just want to appreciate the way Srinivas Master has given session, where it's very natural and very honest, and he's given his own experience. So yeah, very great session. I don't have any questions, but I just want to give my experience. And I have been part of a T8 Gudakesha team. So I just want to tell newcomers, please just want to give SK Master already has given. If you join in a group, sure your meditation, your meditation time, whatever, it will be improved. Before joining Gudakesha team, when I sit alone, I used to sit only some 15 minutes, 20 minutes. The first day onwards, it's before joining Gudakesha, there was Aatma Deepo Bhava S3 sessions were conducted. So that time, first day, just in first day onwards, when joined the Prabodh Master, I used to start sit 1 hour. So if you join as in that team, sure, newcomers, you can achieve in your meditation, spiritual progress, you can achieve. Yeah, that is just want to tell. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Ashok Master. And yeah, I myself is from T7 Gudakesha, so I'm not far away from you. So I'm sure you had a wonderful journey these 41 days. And we have a question in the chat from Dikshit Master. He asked, sir, how to overcome sleep? And Gudakesha is the best way to do that, Master. I provided the link for your question. I'm also adding that in the chat. You can follow that link to register yourself for 41-day. You will be shown to join a WhatsApp group, and they will guide you when there is the next Gudakesha session. Thank you, Master. And Savita Master, you can unmute yourself and share your feedback. Ask a question.
Hi, good morning. So very wonderful. We are hearing so many wisdoms from great masters who have completed 41 days. So everybody are new, but still very great experiences I'm hearing. Since I am there from T2 batch, one thing I wanted to express is everybody will become healthy, fit after coming and doing meditation. And the thing what we are we will be benefited the most when we do group meditation or a live workshop is balancing of our energies. See, that is most important, where the person is over energetic also, it will be a problem. And the person who is very low in the energy level is also very problem. So we will be in balanced when we go for group meditations or in a live workshop. So this for so many people have guided by coming and got the benefited from that workshop. That is a blissful state or Ananda Brahma. So I welcome everyone to take part in the workshops wherever nearby it is happening to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Master. That's an excellent suggestion. And Jai Shri Master, you can unmute yourself.
My soul namaskars to all the masters. Sir, it was a very wonderful session from you and nice to hear from you. It's like most of the points what you told and Mani sir told was resonating. It looks like we are all reflecting each other with a lot of happiness, and that's all because of Gudakesha. We are all on the same platform and reflecting each other. It's like, yeah. So, yeah, there is when you will definitely benefited if you attend the workshops. You need to attend workshops, and which transforms you more easily. Like this 41-day sessions together, it's in 3 days workshops, you'll feel all that benefits easily because in the presence of Grandmaster. So I request you all to participate in the workshops. Yeah, sir. But nice to hear from you, Srinivas, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Mani, sir. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Does anyone else have any questions, Master? And SB Swain, Master asked a question about numbness in the legs. When I joined Gudakesha, I had really long list of questions, Master, like yourself. Simple ones like what to do when I feel some kind of itches, or my lower back used to started to ache after 45 minutes or so. There is a Gudakesha frequently asked questions. They had 150 questions, 150 topics or more, where that would answer. Each question would be linked to a video where every question is answered by Grandmaster. And if that's not enough, you can always reach out to your primary leader. If they could not solve your question, most of the times they do, over 90% of the time they do. If they fail to do that, there are golden leaders, there are diamond leaders, we can reach out to Grandmaster as well, where he would come to the sessions every 5 to 10 days or so. The first 5 days, he would guide us by hand. And after that, leaders will take care of you. And every question that you have will be answered. And Gudakesha is, I may be biased, but in my opinion, it is the best program that you could do for yourself spiritually. And I encourage you to check that link that I shared. Thank you, Masters. If anyone else have any questions, you can unmute yourself or even ask in the chat. Okay. I think we can conclude the session, Masters, since there are not any hand raises. If that's okay with you, Srinivas Master, can I go ahead, or would you like to? Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Masters. Let us all acknowledge our Grandmaster Prabodh Garu for creating this wonderful platform for all the wisdom that he shares. And thank you, leadership team, for all your hard work and making this Aatma Deepo Bhava a success. And all the attendees here today, it is not possible without you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And have a great day.
Yeah, I think there is one question from Seema.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seema, please, Seema, Master, please.
Yeah, actually, I wanted proper guidance for meditation. So where can I do? Can you send me some link or something?
1 minute, Master.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, Master. 1 moment, please. I will share 2 resources. If you are asking about Gudakesha, this is the link to go to. And I will also share Grandmaster Prabodh Garu GMPWisdom Youtube channel. That is a wonderful resource as well. If you
No, where can we get the timely, like wherever we get stuck, so we get proper guidance in between that way?
if you join, if you register for Gudakesha, or you will be directed towards you would be asked to join a WhatsApp group, then someone will guide you from there. You will get updates about workshops like these, Aatma Deepo Bhava, the free workshops, and there is Train Your Mind workshop. There is
Actually, I had attended the Train Your Mind for 3 days. It was there. I had attended that. So Gudakesha one, like the group meditation goes on completely, like all for whole 41 days.
Yes, Master. 41 days.
Okay, so there we can
And
ask for guidance, and they keep guiding us in between.
absolutely, anything that you need, all the questions, all the support that you would need will be given. Not just 41 days. We just don't advertise this, but you can keep attending for the rest of your life. That's what we do as well. You are encouraged to do so. There will be a Zoom meeting every night. This is for life, but the workshop itself runs 41
And
days.
Prabodh sir will be there in that?
Not every day. He would be attending occasionally. But
Okay.
if you have a question, that would be answered. That's the idea behind it. For some days, he would be attending every 5 days. Sometimes, depending on where you are, if you are in US or something, every once in 10 days or 15 days. But it will vary. But all the questions will be answered by the leaders or the Grandmaster himself.
There are
you
senior
very
masters who are well trained in this and well experienced in this will be there with us throughout the journey.
But the first 5 days, a Grandmaster will be with us live, explaining
So
everything.
actually, like if we are not ready, like that whole night meditation is little tough, we feel. So that way, so to once we register, will it be possible for us to follow and do things that way? I want to know.
Absolutely, ma'am. Because I was a kind of person I would complain if I get 7.5 hours sleep or 7 hours sleep that day. I would complain that I did not get enough sleep. I'm feeling sleepy. I'm feeling sleepy. I used to be that attached to sleep. And when I first had heard the idea that we would be meditating all night, it was really I could not comprehend the idea. But once you start, the first 41 days is all about sitting and sleeping. You can sleep while you sit. The idea is you should not lie down. But
no, but they tell you should not move, be in a
no.
position or
They
anything
don't do that.
way.
No.
And
You
one
could
more thing I
be
wanted to know, like if we are tired, like sitting continuously, can we move around and walk back and then come and then continue?
absolutely, Master. Everyone is different, and we are encouraged to take breaks at least once an hour.
So
But
they
if
instruct
we
us or we take on our own, or how is? Is it?
There will be guidance. If you are hearing to that Yoga Nidra, the Grandmaster himself in the audio will ask us to move or take break, or if
Like
if you
actually,
are, everyone's body is different. So when I started this journey, I used to get up every 30 minutes. I used to walk around, take some fresh air, but we do it with a lot of smile. We when you do it with a smile, it feels really good. And that's what it's one thing if I say it, but if it comes from Grandmaster, the way he says it, the techniques that he lays out is wonderful. And there are people over 70 years, close to 80 years of age doing it, sitting with us, meditating with us, and it's wonderful to see. So it's don't think for a second that it might be hard to do it whole night. Once you get into this practice, you will absolutely love it. You cannot stop it. Myself, I thought I wouldn't be doing it after 41 days. That's how I started. I just wanted to push through and finish the first 41 days, but I've been loving it. I've been doing it,
so you're
and
still
it is.
continuing it?
Yes, Master. Yes.
So then you don't sleep
I
only.
had a baby recently, 6 months ago. I stopped it for 3 months or so to adjust to the new routine. But I started it again, and it's been wonderful.
So then you don't sleep the whole day and night that way, or
We
how?
do practice a lot of, like I said, there are techniques that you
Yoga
should
Nidra.
follow. Yoga Nidra, yes. And walking meditation, food meditation, or movie meditation when you are watching TV. The Gudakesha will teach you how to be in that meditative state 24 hours of the day. So you are
Okay.
always in a state of collecting energy, not expending it. And you'd be smiling a lot. You'd be all the benefits that Srinivas Master said, or I observed. You'll see subtle differences in the beginning, but they will add up these 41 days, and you would be a completely different person by the end of it. At least that's what most of the people that I spoke with or part of this Gudakesha group has experienced.
Okay, thank you very much for your guidance.
Thank you,
you.
Master. Thank you for your question.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any questions, Master? Awesome. Lata Prabhakar Master, yes, I am still following it. I had a little bit of break in the middle, like I mentioned, but I started again, and it's been great. Thank you. And let's conclude the session, Masters. I'm deeply grateful for our Grandmaster Prabodh Garu and the leadership team, the wisdom that you shared, Master Srinivas Master, and all the attendees for being with us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.